really is, man. It's a bunch of fun.
Quite possibly the greatest game of all time next to this one. Tarnation TV Turbo.
Quite
As I clear
possibly.
my throat. Yeah, just talking about Legend of Zelda. What's it called? Tears of the Kingdom?
Yes.
Yeah. The bees knees. I love it. I love the old style of... I just love how they don't care about the graphics. Like, they do care about the graphics, but that's just the style they've locked onto, and it works.
It's
like play the game. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it does what they need them to do. Obviously, with the new machine comes out, it'd be cool to see them push it a little bit further, or even higher frames per second or something like that, more than even changing the graphic style up. But
much like Fortnite running on the Unreal Engine, it's got ray tracing in 4K, and like it still looks the way it looks because that's the style that they've gone with, So Zelda can just look better and be higher definition. It doesn't necessarily need to. They don't need a realistic looking one. Have they ever made a realistic looking one? I don't think they have.
No, I don't think so. But I think that would blow everyone's socks off. I think everyone's been asking for that. I think they figured that's what it was going to be with the Nintendo 64 version, because that's what they showed off was a tech demo of it, an early build at one of their games conferences.
Oh, really?
Or some games event. I don't know if it was E3 or something, but they showed off like a tech demo where you were battling. I think it was Ganon, and it was as realistic as GameCube could get.
Huh.
And then they came out with Twilight Princess or the Wind Waker. I don't remember what it was, but people were not. Oh boy, here we go, getting a little bit loose in the first turn already.
Just doing some checking out, but these guys figured their stuff out here.
Oh. There's the wall.
Found it.
But yeah, so I remember that was the closest we were supposed to get that. I believe it was for the GameCube, and we never did. And then people were, this cartoony style sucks. And then everybody's like, oh man, Wind Waker's fantastic. And everybody changed their mind afterwards. Somebody hit the fence pretty hard back there.
Yeah, that was Randy. Whoa, somebody just got grenaded.
Ulysses, oh no!
Oh, I know what they're doing. I got the mics. I got the team speak off. We didn't complete a lap. We didn't complete a lap. I had the team speak muted. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, oh, we haven't completed a lap yet. So
I think these guys might be on drugs.
That's our one restart.
Right, whoopsie.
It's the first couple laps here, especially that are, you gotta get the car warmed up. You get that heat in there. All I do is use both pedals at the same time. Like, just drag the brakes just like a quarter inch. And it really does help settle the car down if it starts to get a little bit weird.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I do. I don't know if that would help anybody else, but I mean, if the car does start to get a little bit squirrely, don't get completely off the gas, because then the car just wants to go, because now there's no power on the wheels, right? So you got some power in the wheels, you can still slow the car down by dragging the brake.
Darn tootin'.
That's what I find works for me. And, and getting heat in the tires too, because right now they're cold, 140 degrees.
All right, so maybe we'll see a little more caution here, now that everybody knows that it's slippery when cold.
Yes.
Nah.
To say the least,
we're gonna just go balls to the wall.
Yeah, just go for it.
We just want to win this. We just want to win this shit. Let's get it on. Oh. I believe a wise man once said, fuck this track in particular.
One more time. I'll do it again.
They're doing it one more time.
Has a lot of cards.
I'm just going to fall to the back. I don't know what's going on.
That looked like it was my fault, but I don't think it was.
Well, no, because he spun out, like, in front of you and then clipped you.
I think single file would be better, too.
Yeah, because I think, like, what was happening there too was
Okay.
he was
More than one wants to.
he was getting loose, and I was trying to get underneath him to go around him,
I'm going through one.
but I was too close to him.
Here we go. One more time.
Well, I mean, that's the way racing goes.
Hang on, I just got
Yeah.
loaded.
Sometimes you're
Hurry
just
up,
too darn
come back.
close to the guy.
They're doing one more restart.
It won't open up.
Bunch of guys do.
Okay.
You just fell.
Pocono's not bad. You just really do have to go easy.
I'm coming right now.
Yeah.
Michael left. Michael Moore left.
Said he fell out.
He disconnected TeamSpeak.
And that's not everybody's
Drop
favorite
out
way to play.
depending on how the third.
All right, we're gonna get
Turn
rock
three.
this time though.
I'm hearing something.
Just single file it out.
Now they're starting single file now.
First, right?
Start in your gear.
Oh, okay.
So just be careful.
The guy on the inside gets in front of you.
Yeah, they're going single file restart. So that way, if there is a slip, you can react to it.
Oh, okay. So that's for the first lap then, or how's?
Probably for all restarts. That's an option in the menu, but we didn't turn that on, and then you would lose the qualifying start, so we'll just do it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I thought somebody spun out, but it was the pace car. Oh, the blue car
Not again.
sideways up
Oh.
front. What the fuck's going on?
We just went over this.
Sorry, Chris.
No worries. I was paying attention.
Yeah, I
Taking
was
the
too,
wheel.
but apparently my foot wasn't. I'm watching the pace car go down there, and yeah, Randy's having some problems with his controller or something because he just went up into the wall again. He can't get through the turn. I don't
technical
know.
issue.
His steering ratio might be messed up. I'm gonna hit the wall.
Just a boat, eh? Or did you get a piece of it?
I mean, this is really, I don't know. I gotta get a couple laps on these tires and then it'll be fine. It just feels really weird.
It's gonna be chaos then because how many lanes is this, or lanes? How many laps is this? Damn. You're looking at how wide it was there.
Sorry, say again?
How many laps tonight?
Let me see here. 50.
50 laps. So what's the pit window on that? Is it every like 3 pits?
I think we're running,
throughout?
I think we're running a 3.
Okay.
Green flag in. Everybody get it.
I suggest you to next time change the track NI.
And I. What a
We've got to wait for the pace car.
You can mess with it and you
Ain't
can
got nothing to
change
do with
how
the
the track
setup.
works.
This is stock track, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, we finally got a release date on that AEW Fight Forever, that wrestling video game that's coming out.
Yeah, I heard something about that. I saw on the Xbox news there this morning or recently that there was something about that. That's cool.
Yeah,
it
29th of
June
June. Yeah, last week.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be cool, man, because they're working with Ukes. Well, we're going to have to almost park these cars to wait for this pace car. This pace car's taking a sweet time here. But yeah, they're working with Ukes, the same company that made the wrestling games for the Nintendo 64. So like the greatest fucking wrestling games ever created, and
Oh, okay.
fighting games, as far as I'm concerned. But see, it's not a fighting game. They're different. I'm gonna take my free lap. Oh, Keith's thinking the same thing. But yeah, it'll be neat. Like
talking about going to pit lane.
Because I mean, those games are so good, and they are like wrestling games and fighting games are totally different. Like Street Fighter and Tekken and all those ones, and Mortal Kombat and stuff. Like they're all totally different than an actual wrestling game. It's a totally different way of playing a fighting game. But man, those
slower pace for sure.
it's just a different realm, right? Like it's going to be so good. I mean, they went and they got Ukes, the company that made those original ones, 20 something years ago now, and everything they made just got better and better and better.
Right.
And I'm thinking, fuck, really? They found these guys and they got them back together and they're going to do it right, because the WWE games aren't really that, from the ones I've played, they're not that easy to play. They're kind of annoying. They've been getting better, but
Yeah.
I haven't played them in a while.
No, I haven't played any of those ones, honestly.
Like if you want to do your special move, it's like they have that fighting game mechanic where like you have to push, forward, like back forward BBA to do like a Stone Cold Stunner. But like if you're The Rock, it's something completely different, right? I'm like, well, the great thing about these games is you just have to lock in a grapple and hit the special button and you'll do the move. So it doesn't matter who you are. The moves are different.
Just do the move.
Yeah, like I want to crush a guy with a special move, but then I got to pause it and open up the manual and see what it is. And there's like 600 wrestlers in the game. It's like, how can you do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. You didn't hold down long enough and then up for 3 seconds and then left and right simultaneous.
And and like, Mortal Kombat with a fatality, but there is only like 10 guys in that game. So it's not like, I don't know. I just think it's weird.
I don't know. I think those new Mortal Kombat ones would be quite a few, and they all have their own set of combinations too. Like
but see, that's a fighting game thing. Where wrestling games are completely different. It's a different pace. It's a different strategy. It's all that stuff. Right. So for them to do what they did and change what everybody else was doing, I loved what they did, and the fact that they brought them back to do this, and of course the guy like Kenny Omega, the pro wrestler guy that got the game together. He's he's our age. So he played those games.
He came up with it, right? Yeah.
He's like, I had a Nintendo 64 and I fucking love these games. Like, where are these guys? So he went and they found them and they are doing a game with them because those are the fucking guys. So now you've got a bunch of nerdy gamers that played those games that have been frustrated with the current shit. And he is a professional wrestler and we need to do it this way.
Well, and that's what they need to do, right? They need to make
It'll
it
be
easy
great. And it's on every platform. PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox.
Play with your friends.
Yeah.
And so anybody can just jump in and have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
But then easy to learn, hard to master kind of a thing, right?
Exactly. Mastering those games was, how did you do that? I'm like, I've been playing it longer.
Right? But it's not something that's so far out of step where, like, if you were to try and play an online match, just jump in an online match of WWE 2K23.
We're still doing single file, right? Sorry, just double checking.
If you were in there, you would be like, at least I would be like, well, I just got handily murdered. And I didn't even get to put anybody into a suplex.
Right. Or at least, like, if you were playing, like, a huge, tall guy that can't jump, okay, he's not going to have any high-flying moves. So, like, all the up direction maneuvers that you're pushing on the controller are probably going to be high kicks and high punches and choke slams. Or, like, if you're, like, Rey Mysterio Jr., any high move will be, scissor kick, headlock, drop kicks and all kinds of crazy aerial maneuvers, right?
Right. All right, so you're still holding off on the pit, hey? Everyone pit fairly early just because of the yellow figure.
Sorry, what?
You held off on pitting there.
Yeah, I did.
You got a ways to go still?
A little bit. Just kind of take the gamble. Maybe I can lead a lap.
Right on.
These guys behind us got fresher tires. But I mean, see, the tires are fine.
Oh, you still got lots of fuel left.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're gonna wear your tires more on a track like this than you would on,
Yeah.
obviously on Dega or any other ones.
Yep. 100%.
Oh, okay. Say 130 miles in the turn 3.
Ah. I wanted to get in front of him before the next yellow because I'll have to pit now. Well, I won't have to. Yeah, you know what? If he goes in the pits, I'll stay out and get my lap.
Matty,
Mm-hmm.
Who's causing all these?
that one was mine. Funny part. You don't got to part. Just back off and be careful. I know nobody causing no wreck on purpose.
No, it's part of the game.
Yeah. It ain't no particular thing causing this other than it's racing, and we got people racing each other online. And it's something you ain't done. This is something probably ain't raced here in a long time, but on the other hand,
Just Keith giving a big speech here.
I was just going through that
Yeah.
3 real
Trying to calm everybody down.
The good news is there's about
Oh, it's everyone.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I'm thinking.
about the track, or-
Yeah, just somebody questioned who was causing all the wrecks, and the guys are just racing. You know, this isn't the most banked, grippiest track either. It is a strange one, but you know, and that's the thing too. Some guys don't have a lot of practice here. This is the original track. This is the original Pocono that came with the game. So I've raced it many times. I know I got to be going into this turn right here, turn 3, probably around 130 or lower.
Get you some.
Give me those bonus points.
Mm-hmm. Might as well, right? Use it for as long as you can.
It's early, and you know what? Maybe there's going to be a lot of yellows, so I can do this now.
I think you're banking. I think that's a smart play
5 free points.
based on my extensive NASCAR knowledge.
Yes. You am
Based on
the guru of knowledge.
Based on everything I've learned in the last 3 months, I feel you are well positioned.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in second currently in this series, so the 5 bonus points aren't really going to matter. I'll make the playoffs.
But depending on where first place ends up, right? Maybe they finish at the back of the pack, and that 5 points could put you at the front.
It would be nice to win it. Yeah, if I could win, you know, like the points races, that'd be kind of cool to be the first. So, I mean, I still have 8 laps left. I mean, it's a long track, though. This is a 2.5 mile track, just like Daytona. But unlike Daytona, you can't go 200 miles miles an hour all the way around this thing.
Gotcha.
The P car, 0.2 seconds behind the P car.
Inside.
Second inside the P car. I want lights on top of my car, really. Let's be honest.
Right. There you go.
Be-do, be-do. It's like Graham McDonald behind me is running the 24 Jeff Gordon car.
Nice. So this obviously got the 4K texture pack, the skies, and the background. I'm assuming for as much as it is the original, it's been all polished up.
I do have the. I don't think I have the. I don't have the 4K skies. I have the HD skies.
Oh, okay.
Which
I'm surprised. I thought you were going to hold out there and lead a few more. I'm surprised you went in.
you just have to lead one to get the lead lap point or whatever. To lead the most, I get 5 more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would have to lead like all like the
I
most
thought you
laps.
got points for every lap that you were leading.
No, you get 5 bonus points to lead a lap, and then you get. My pit crew looks invisible. It, they're the same color as the track.
The
My
asphalt gray.
pit crew, yeah.
The game could only render 14 colors when it first came out, and one of them was the same color as the track.
Yeah.
And look, oddly enough, though, they were the ones that constantly kept getting murdered.
That's not high vis, boys.
No.
That's pretty funny. On this track, anyway.
That's no viz, not even, let alone.
Yeah. That's like Predator invisibility cloak.
Right.
But yeah, you get 5 points for leading a lap, and then you get 5 points if you lead the most laps. So
Gotcha. Okay.
I stayed
So
out, took the game, lead the one, go in, get my service.
Yeah,
And
makes
now
sense.
I've got
No,
more gas and tires than all these guys, except for Graham and the other 2 guys who followed me in there. But but now I'm in the back looking at the smoke cloud, so that's not fun.
No. But I guess not much you can do with that.
Yeah, so we were talking about the Zelda there on the Switch. Like, what other big, gigantic games are coming up for the Switch? Because I know that was massive. It's a home run. It's flawless. It's the greatest game ever made. Is there anything on the horizon, or is Nintendo just blow their load?
I think they just shot the works right there, and then they just like, oh, sorry, got some in your eye, and said, nope, nothing for another year.
Right.
I don't know. No, you know what? There is another big release coming up this year, Pikmin 4, a game from the GameCube, and
Was Pikmin good? I never played it.
It was a smash hit for it was one of their first party titles as well, and yeah, it's not obviously as big a fanfare as Zelda, but if you're a Nintendo fan, typically Pikmin is where it's at. I mean, obviously if you're a Pikmin
really?
fan too,
I'm a big Nintendo fan. I never played Pikmin.
It came out on the GameCube first.
Did it?
So
Yeah.
I don't know if you might have been the wrong age for it at the time. Did you have GameCube?
Oh yeah, I had Resident Evil 4. I had NHL Hits. I had a bunch of good. I had Wind Waker. That's how I played Wind Waker. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Of course, any Mario game that came out, I probably had it.
Yeah, Mario Sunshine, that was on there.
Yeah, did I have
Luigi's
Sunshine?
Mansion?
I don't think I had Sunshine. And see, back then too, there was video game rental stores. So I played a bunch of games, but never owned them.
That's true.
Because now it's all.
Yeah, no, Pikmin was kind of like I don't know. It's a neat game. It's I mean, it's definitely a. I was gonna say it's aimed for younger kids, but the kids have been playing it since they're little. But every new iteration that comes out, they're always crazy about getting the next one.
Is it like Lemmings? Like, what's it?
So you kind of like an isometric, like a Zelda 2.5D view of the world. But you can move it around, but you're just kind of like you're a floating camera in the sky.
Okay.
And you can so you control your one little dude who's like basically like little.
No, let's hope we get it. Good luck.
I think they crash on Earth from some outer space thing, and every day you got to go back up to your ship. So it's a timed game. So you have 30 minutes to complete a day cycle. So 30 real-time minutes. So you have to go in, and then you can find the Pikmin are just little things that you can you pluck them out of the ground. They're little helper bugs. Now the blue ones can swim, and the red ones can fight, or they're immune to different things, and the white ones can fly. So there's different ones you have to get, and so you have to work together, either attacking enemies using certain Pikmin that are more beneficial to beat bosses, and then also at the same time, holy shit!
That's Randy again.
Yeah,
I saw him going sideways again. I overreacted and I lost it myself.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's not much. Was it damage on low here, or?
I'm little toast.
I don't know. I'll have to see.
All right, man.
keep my motors toast, so I.
But anyways, yeah. So it's kind of a mixture of all that stuff where you gotta like, you can. It's almost RTS like.
I was gonna
You
say
gotta,
this,
like,
the
you
camera
can-
you're talking about, like it's an RTS setup.
It is very, very much like that. So you select your units and you tell them to go like, you have rock Pikmin and they can break down a wall or something like that, or the electric Pikmin can go activate a battery or make a connection from whatever. So there's things like that, and then you've got to like send certain Pikmin just to go grab pieces of fruit, and they bring them back to your ship. And the more fruit you have, basically equals to how much energy, how many days you can continue your mission on Earth. So basically, you run out of fruit, and then it's like game over. You start again. So it's a neat concept, and yeah. So, well, hey, you got a Switch now. Try it out. I think the new one's coming out sometime in June or July. So.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say no, I don't. Wait, yes, I do. I don't have
We
a
all have
Switch.
Switches
Wait, no,
on
wait a
this blessed
second.
day.
Yes, yes, I do actually. If you have a computer, you have a Switch. I don't know why
Yeah.
Javier is staying so far back. I'm gonna get penalized
I
now
was
for
gonna
passing
say-
him. I'm just trying to get him
You have a
moving.
Switch. Yes, Yuzu.
Y-
Y-U-Z-U.
Nice.
That's a little plug for
That is.
Switch emulator.
For some emulation.
You didn't hear that here. We
No.
don't want to get this channel taken down with DCMA, so I don't condone that bullshit personally. But I know some sick jerks that did that. They might type into the Google Switch emulator, PC, Reddit, and words like that, and then it might just take them somewhere where I don't even want to talk about it. It makes me sick just to think about it.
You're exactly. I mean, I've been emulating like Super Nintendo games and Nintendo 64 games. I had no idea like it was even doable with a Switch, because I just write off all the newer generation consoles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because how the hell are they gonna run without their native hardware? But they do. The nerds of the internet.
Yeah, I don't know how they've done it, but it's amazing.
Like a glove. Yeah, look at the cloaking devices these guys are wearing right now. It's hilarious. This track surface is exactly the same fucking color. Oh
Is your car just
no.
floating?
They got the grinder out.
Oh.
They're gonna cut the trunk off. Oh, they didn't. I thought I heard the grinder.
Yeah, it looked like you had the sawzall or something there.
Grinder, but still have a trunk lid. Well, that's gonna affect aerodynamics.
Maybe they chopped your mirror off.
Yeah, maybe.
Spit into
Yeah,
the
see, it's
line
gone.
and clear for you, unless it's a drive-through one. I mean,
They were slowing you down anyways.
One already.
Maybe they bolted like weights to the back of the car to lift up the front end. Because they want to see some fireworks.
Put little sparker strike plates on the ass end, like a lowrider.
Yeah. It's too bad I overreacted there. I saw Randy getting loose and I was like, slammed the brakes on him, just locked him up, had nowhere to go.
A very wrecky weekend.
Hopefully it's not too bad. We're going to find out in a second.
So this time right here, knock these black flags.
Because what's going to happen now, it's going to affect my entrance to the turns, because of the car being all banged up.
Oh, okay.
It won't steer the same. So I'm going to have to, settle in, again, let the tires get warmed up, and then just kind of feel what the car wants to do. As I may, depending where the damage is, clearly on the back, it's going to affect the downforce on the back of the car.
Or maybe it improves it in some unforeseen
Sometimes
way.
it could, yeah. Sometimes it's weird. I'm like,
Invented
oh, it's,
some new aerodynamic shape that you didn't even know was the fastest shape yet ever.
yeah. I've had it happen
NASCAR
where,
officials want to look.
yeah,
at
the
this
post-race
afterwards.
inspection, yeah. Because it's weird. Like sometimes I've gotten damage, and then I'm like, man, it's getting into turn one really good. and it's just because of how the damage occurred. It just helps the car sometimes.
Right? You got hit smack dab in the middle of your driver's door, and it kind of curved your car like a macaroni shape, which makes it perfect for racing around corners.
Right. To turn left all day.
It's like, exactly.
Like if you're going to crunch something, crunch in the left front, because then it'll just pull your car. The downforce on the left front will be better. It'll pull your car into the turn more. Makes sense.
You just gotta have to hold her a little more straight, just about 10 degrees to the right. And
it'd be funny if there was a science on knowing how to damage your car to make it go faster. Like you just see a guy on like a certain track, he just always accidentally on purpose hits a certain wall really early, and then the car's just flying. It might have been that damage, but maybe that was part of the strategy, you know? I wonder if anybody's ever done shit like that. Well, look what Chastain did when he passed all those motherfuckers at Martinsville.
I still think that this league should turn the walls up. We should grease them up something fierce.
I went to desktop, guys. I'm so sorry.
Pretty low speed wreck.
It happens.
Yeah, never happened to me before, but it happened then.
It's happened to me before.
Pick a lane, Blue. I'm just kidding. If you're watching. And if you're not, then I'm not.
I just don't know where I'm supposed to be. I think I'm back in the right spot. So what happened there, he called it out on the mic. His game went to desktop.
Oh, no.
So his game crashed. That's what happened. Like right away, he's like, slow down, stop, 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 stop. He was yelling in the mic because he can't drive his car.
No, of course, yeah. It's...
So right when it quit, you just start yelling in the mic, stop, 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 I'm at the desktop. And so then that's why everybody started to, a little bit of bump and spinning. It wasn't like a high-speed accident, so it shouldn't be too bad. Just getting a top up, no tires.
From second to fourth, the 90s team.
Line up behind the 043, that's level. Might just be going for a drive. Where were we last week? I can't remember on the Aero series.
I don't recall myself, honestly.
Damn, Blaine, your car's jacked.
But it was definitely a racetrack. That
Yes,
much I
it
can be
is.
certain.
It's a strategy play. I was just talking to
like-
Denny. He's commenting on my bashed up bumper.
Right?
Get all the shit finally.
Now, ideally, what you could happen is you can get sandwiched in the middle lane. You get two guys to simultaneously squish your back fenders in. You want it to look like a shark fin coming out the back. That's the idea. We want that down to like a fine point.
Yeah, at optimum, like a jet plane. Optimum aerodynamics.
Exactly. Yeah, just a tube basically is all we're looking for. And with lots of little dimples, like a golf ball, because we know that golf balls travel farther and faster because of the dimples.
Yeah, really, eh?
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird thing,
So
but
that's why I like to take my ball peen hammer and smash up my Yaris every time before I go for a drive. Add a few more dents.
Yep,
and they
get
get
some
mileage
mileage.
like crazy.
Look at us.
Offered to try to, help a neighbor out one time. He came out, he was yelling at me. And I'm like, some people just don't know how to say thanks. You're welcome for saving a bunch of money on your fuel bill.
yeah.
His car's all dinged up, and he gets mad first. I'm like, but hear me out.
Turn one. Ulysses is gonna go.
Oh, balls. That was close.
Yep. He held it up there though.
Mm-hmm. So was that yellow, I guess, because he didn't get off the track?
It's yellow, yeah. He went sideways, and there was people coming at him. If you're the last car and you spin like that, it won't bring the yellow out because nobody's there to hit you.
Hmm. So is it very much is race back to the line right now? Is that the
No.
idea? I think everyone's.
Still too early.
Get out of turn.
No, I just meant because everyone was still like, on a yellow flag. Shouldn't everyone been slowing down for the pace car?
That's why we were kind of, yeah, the pace car's out now. Pace car come out at the line there, so.
Sorry, I thought as soon as it went yellow, I thought that means you guys had to slow down.
Yeah, we slowed down a little bit. Basically, just don't pass, right? That's what they. You don't want to slam the brakes on and cause another accident. But yeah, you just kind of lift out of it, go for a little drive, don't pass anybody, let the pace car grab
But it's
everybody.
not it's like 70 mile an hour, like
Right. Just going for a little drive.
until you catch up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, even if it's not like full speed, you're still doing like 120. It's fine. You know, you just not wanting to pass anyone.
Gotcha.
Like I said, within the last 10, you're going for the line to get it. You're racing to the line.
Come on, guys. Let's rise up that attitude. There are three Hispanics in a car who's driving the cop.
We all three in the same car?
We're telling jokes.
Oh yeah.
Hey, young man. We're all in very good cheer mood. You ain't seen nothing bad.
What's up? What's that?
Drink?
Oh, what's in it?
Nothing. Just
Juice?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not like it doesn't include like muskrat heads or anything. None of that.
You have to
Okay.
Oh,
ask
that's
for
those
those are
things
extra.
are behind you if you want to add them though.
Oh God.
They're up
Yeah, no,
there.
I'm good. Thanks.
I think there's still a little bit of flesh for the cart on the gill. If you want to add that. To
Yeah.
the drink.
No, I'm good. I think.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll stir it with a piece of
There's
feces
bones up
before
there
we
or
do that.
something.
No, I'm
pretty Sure
good.
there's bones up in
I'm
that.
fine.
That's a driftwood.
Yeah, the driftwood's disgusting too. Because it was laying right next to a fucking carp.
It was big, eh?
That carp is fucking huge.
They get bigger.
Yeah.
They get way bigger.
Yeah.
Just say, you remember when we go to Upper Canyon Village and see those things swimming by the bridge?
The koi.
No, they're not koi.
I thought it was koi.
No, they're not koi.
They're not bright fucking
No, they were
orange.
just shy.
No, they're carp.
Brad says they weren't koi, they were just shy. Oh,
No,
don't
they
be
were
so
like-
coy.
Well, remember what that one looked like that washed up? Of course, also
Oh,
it's pigment,
shitty
right?
jokes.
Yeah.
Color. But yeah, they are part. I think koi
Oh.
are part of the carp family.
Oh, okay.
But if you go and you look underneath the bridge, they look very similar to what you saw on the beach.
Oh, okay. Cool.
When we go
Well,
back, take a look at them.
Thank-
You'll see the similarities.
thank you for the drink.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Try not to stir it with a dead carp.
I won't. So there's a
Oh,
story.
man.
There's a story behind that one. Went for a walk yesterday and found all kinds of cool dead shit.
Yep.
Go walk down by the water. She found like a seagull's skull,
Oh.
fully intact, and we found a fucking like dead carp that had washed up there in the tide and didn't make it back out. And it was a.
I
Yeah,
forgot. The dead bird has a big beak. Long.
I'm not stirring
I
with
mean,
a fucking beak.
You could.
No,
Long
it's
enough.
fucking disgusting.
And it's pointy.
No.
You disgusting.
You gotta use the beak as a straw.
Use the beak as the straw, yeah. Drinking from the heads of my enemies, or the skulls of my enemies. Yeah,
Just
when,
get Shelly to baby bird you the drink with the beak. Just beep 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 beep.
oh man.
Just sitting there with your head back.
yeah. Give it to me.
Whiskey.
Whiskey, yeah. See, I'm staying out. I don't even care about tires and gas. I just want to be in front of anything that might happen. I'm not sure how
I
much
don't blame you.
damage this thing can take. Well, she put that drink right next to my mouse, so I'm trying not to cancel the game and cause a self-destruct mode. What is this? I don't trust it.
Man, you still guys. I'm just looking at the.
Ooh, it's
internet
cranberry
earlier.
juice.
They have. I didn't realize that Niagara Falls still had a bunch of idiot like mandate convoy supporters out there.
Oh, do they? Yeah, I don't pay attention.
No, I didn't even notice that. I saw it on the ad that said because Canadian Tire put up fencing around their parking lot to the store closed at 6, and then so at 7 they had the fence up so that they couldn't
It's
quote unquote protest
looking for it.
there.
Oh, really?
And so they said they just went across the street to the Home Depot. They're like,
Or just
well,
get your
we can't be
medicine.
ignorant. If we can't be ignorant pieces of shit over here, we'll just
Yeah.
go across the parking lot.
If we
and
can't
be
trespass on this private property, we'll go trespass on that private property.
Exactly. So now Home Depot's like, well, this is not a good look for us.
No. It's a good look for
You
the
know.
fence rental place.
Those guys stepped up the game. They set up a whole parking lot in under an hour. That's
Nice.
maybe they had to partially set up and they only had to put the gates in, but still, those guys deserve some big credit.
Rentafence.ca is probably doing some mad business right now.
Now, if only we could take those fences and just wrap it around those convoy idiots' homes, and then they just couldn't get out to just like protest inside their yard. Like now you're actually trapped, and this is tyranny. You want to
Right.
complain about tyranny? Here, let's actually.
Are they still? What are they
let's lock
whining
you up
about
for a
now?
bit.
The passports and
I
all
don't
that
know.
stuff.
Maybe it's the temperature of the lakes, and it's too cold. I don't fucking know at this point.
Yeah, I don't even care.
Like,
It's a long
we had
weekend.
one guy's.
I drank some whiskey
one
this
guy-
weekend.
He's complaining. He's like, "Well, I got older, and then my balls got saggier, and then I sat on them. So I'd like to speak to the manager of
Right.
balls. I don't know. Fuck out of here. Go find something to do. Go cut your grass. Your lawn needs tended to.
Right.
Go pull some weeds or fucking help an old lady cross the street. Do something that's actually relevant. Or just go race. There you go.
There you
Pedal
go.
to the metal.
Yeah, like I said, this weekend was great. Long weekend, drink some whiskey, hang out with the wife, walk the dog. You know, just find
That
something
sounds-
better to do.
That sounds like tyranny if I ever heard of it.
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna call the United Nations and we're gonna try and bust you out. And then once they come get you, they can get me from my big day of sitting inside on a rainy day, smoking some weed and playing Zelda on a PC.
Right.
Hey, you know,
A
look at me, I'm
42-year-old
trapped in the
man
house.
doing that? How dare you?
I'm trapped in the house, but it's of my own accord because I just don't want to go anywhere.
No.
I'm a prisoner.
You better protest about it at Canadian Tire.
Yeah, I'm gonna protest that every once in a while that my emulator that allows me to play pirated games crashes and I'm really hard done.
Right.
These are my list of woes. I cut my toenails too short the other day and I clipped my corner of my toe. That hurts a little bit. Still kind of stings. What else? One nose is always congested. The other one, because it switches sides. You know, these
Yeah.
are other problems that I have. I'm not sure if I can protest these two.
You can protest whatever you want. It's a free country.
Yeah,
That's the great thing.
exactly. I was
And
gonna
we
go shut
can
down
not,
Home Depot.
which is also cool.
Exactly. I'm gonna go shut down Home Depot with my sad tales and tears. And then this happened. Won't you listen?
Wow, we've run a couple of
Yeah,
green
that's-
flag laps, buddy. What do you think? Oh.
Fucking shut up.
Oh, jeez.
Look at you running your big mouth.
Back up, guys. Let that ice car get you.
Yeah, I'm slowing down.
He's right here.
I just don't want to slow down, you know, right in the
Okay.
turn one.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, Greg knows what
I
he's
ain't
doing.
holding it though. Holding it up front, which is good.
Yeah, like I'm taking the gamble on just not pitting because I don't want to be caught in any more of that. I mean, I had to pick the last time and I got caught in one. And
I mean,
You
your
know, like
strategy's
if-
working. You're
it's not the
Front of the
widest
pack.
track. I mean, it's pretty wide on the front straight, but yeah. I mean, what have I got now for gas? I got 7 laps. You know, can we run 7 laps and be forced to?
Couple laps and look at what happens to those tires.
I don't know if it would even be a tire race or a fuel race. It might actually be a tire race. You know, you're about 10% off just on like 1 lap or 2 laps. Yeah, what controller do you use to control your PC? You got an Xbox controller, right?
Xbox One, yep.
Right on. I'm still using the 361. It's wireless. I was thinking of just getting some
get
generic
chance, yeah.
wired one, like from Mad Catz or some dumb company. At least then they won't be like a fucking $100.
No, I mean you get a basic wireless controller. You watch it times a year. You can get them as low as $40, $49 maybe at Walmart. Different times of the year, sales and stuff like that. For like a proper Xbox branded one. The Xbox One controllers are really nice. PlayStation ones are nice too, but I don't care for the built-in. Well, I guess if you're using it just wired, then
Yeah, like Mike's got a PlayStation one. He
batteries.
exclusively uses it on his PC. He just plugs it in with USB-C and just plays it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find the Bluetooth from the controller to the laptop works just fine for what I'm doing, playing on the emulators and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I bought Nintendo 64 replica just USB controllers. They're exactly the same. It's hilarious. They actually feel exactly the same. It's, like nothing's different about them. It's wild. They basically just 3D printed them, right? The only thing that's
stole the mold.
Yeah, the only thing that's different is when you look to where the memory card slot is, you can see right in the back of the controller. It's just a hole.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, they're great. You know, especially because the one emulator I do play the most is the Nintendo 64 one.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of like, what could I get to play everything? And it would be like an Xbox controller, because that type of controller would be able to control every fucking game ever made. But for the 64 games, like I really wanted that. And they're like, you know, I got two of them for like $35 or something. So I just bought them up. And, but yeah, and the Xbox
happy,
One,
right?
yeah, and then the Xbox One does everything else, you know. But that 64 controller was so unique. I don't know if my brain, especially growing up when I did, we played so much Nintendo 64. I don't know if my brain could handle looking at a game like GoldenEye, but trying to play it on a normal controller. I need to play it on that fucked up controller.
With the weird controls.
I need the controller
right?
where you need three hands, you know, I need that one. But the weird thing about that controller is like, oh, it has three handles, you don't have three hands. I'm like, yeah, but when you're holding the two outside handles, your thumb still can reach that joystick, and your middle finger can still reach that trigger on the back. You know what I mean? Like
I
at least
exclusively held it though by the middle and the right.
Yes. Well, except for the wrestling games.
Yeah, only I'd use the D-pad.
And then the middle, you had to flick the stick. That was to activate your special move. So it's like they still utilized. They still utilized all the buttons. It's like, well, how do I activate my hyper mode? When you're flashing like you're gonna go hyper and you can like use your finishing move, you just reach over with one thumb and you just flick the joystick and it activates that mode. So it was a great way to utilize that stick without having to actually change your hand position.
Did it change for direction or anything like that?
It didn't do nothing.
Or was it?
No.
All it was. Set it off?
Yeah. If you held the stick down, your character would. If you flicked the stick, you could do a taunt. That's what it was. It was your taunt button. So you flick it, he taunts. If you're pinned and you want to stay pinned, you know, you just hold the stick, and the guy would be like, "How did I beat you?" Like, because I held the stick, and it puts your player in a coma. They won't move if you hold the stick down. It's like if you're standing on your feet, you're doing the taunt. If you're lying down, not on your feet, it'll hold you there indefinitely. Which again is another one of those things that we were talking about before about easy to play, hard to master. Because it's little shit like that it's like, why are you still laying down out there? I'm like, I'm laying down on the outside of the ring because it increases the counter for my tag team partner or something. It's like a strategy move.
Good luck, everyone.
You know, little shit like that. So a very cool game with a lot of little weird things, you know. And I don't
Have you
know if
heard
my
of this
brain
league?
could play it if I wasn't holding a 64 controller.
That's fair. I played the GoldenEye remaster that just came out on Xbox there. Xbox, Nintendo, I guess probably they all got it, but it wasn't even a remaster, I guess, a re-release with like 60 frames a second, but it was still very much the same way.
Oh yeah.
Alex.
I played it with like a standard control scheme on the 360, and it played good, but again, it's only nostalgia only so far. I guess maybe the multiplayer would have been more the fun part of that. I played through the first couple levels, and I'm like, it's good, but it's clunky, and it definitely shows its age, but everybody talked about wanting it so bad. Nobody really thought about whether or not they should actually, anybody would actually fucking use it, because we've gone so much further. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, it was great. Nostalgia for days, but I don't know, for me it lost its appeal pretty quick. I'm like, it's been polished, but yeah, I could do without it. Like, probably could
Yeah.
put like 200, 300 hours or more into the, that's probably low numbers.
So many games too. Like, I was watching a thing on. Oh, was it some guy that was collecting Nintendo games, the original Nintendo games, and there's like 803 of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, was there that many for other consoles? Because like I know like the GameCube was.
What happened on that one, y'all?
Sorry if I. Sorry if I'm talking kind of weird. I just got these guys in my ears too. Yeah, I think you
No,
understand
no.
that though. Like I'll be interrupting you
it's
for no
fine.
reason. But
All
GameCube
good,
was
sir.
the one console I think that I didn't really buy that many games for it. Like I might only have like 10 games for it. And I can only remember like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like Resident Evil
Christian
4, Wind
game.
Waker hits. I bought one of the wrestling games.
I had Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
Yes, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, yeah. But when it comes to like Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, I got tons. Like so many games for those consoles. And the GameCube was good. Like Metroid Prime, fuck. That was a great game, Metroid Prime for GameCube.
They just remastered that one
You were telling me, so it's on the Switch, eh?
on the Switch as well.
It's too bad I don't have a Switch. Oh, but you do.
Oh, what you do?
But you do.
Everybody use to have a Switch. Look under your chair. We use too.
You do. Yeah, it's how that game. I mean, it was weird going to a first-person mode on that.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, well, yeah, but then you would go to the third person when you would enter the ball, right, or the sphere.
Right. Yeah, when you were in the ball, you could still. I'm gonna take 2 rights.
Where are we at in the race here now?
About 25 to go. Yeah, 25 laps
Yeah, I
left.
guess, yellow slows it down a
Oh
lot.
yeah. We'd be done by now if the whole thing went green.
Told you, dude.
Have you messed with any more emulation or just Switch stuff?
No, I'm just honestly, this will keep me busy for a month of Sundays. But I have before, like for the kids and stuff like that, they wanted like GameCube games or stuff like that. I didn't try RetroArch, I don't think. I tried to actually, we have a Wii U that I was trying to physically mod and use that, but I might just try and, now that you said that RetroArch.
RetroArch is like inside of
Is
it.
that-
You can download everything. It's fucking crazy.
So it's just one, all-in-one, and it picks like the best emulators, and then it
Yeah.
just works. Like,
You can choose like which Nintendo 64 one to use. I use like MooPen
Oh,
or
okay.
something, but there's like 5 other ones, and now the ROMs are completely illegal, so they don't offer that, but they offer the core.
no.
The emulation stuff, and then every single controller I've thrown at it works fine.
So that's cool.
But yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. The amount of emulators they have. Like if you wanted to emulate ColecoVision or any one of the 9,000 Ataris, like I know there was like 16 different Ataris in the span of like 5 years. Like they're all individually in there. It's wild.
Damn.
It's a lot of shit too, though, man. There's so much stuff. It's madness.
I modded my original chunky Xbox from 20 years ago.
Oh, the
I did
original
that
Xbox
about-
One.
Yeah, the big fat black blob X with the green in the middle. The
Yeah.
very first one. I modified that one just a few years back, and all I did was I
Paint scheme, Mr. Lava.
opened it up. I put a way bigger hard drive inside of it, and so it would allow you to dump like Xbox ROMs right onto it.
Oh,
Or
okay.
maybe ROMs is the wrong word. Xbox games, you could just dump them into there, and you could play it like from an arcade screen. Like you would basically like select the game, but inside as well. I also did put.
I heard they turned
emulator.
it into a complete entertainment system, like a media center, everything.
It is. There was like you could. I never did upgrade it to HDMI, like because you could. There was like a soldering schematic where it showed you how you could solder an HDMI port in place of the audio-video cords that came out of there. And now. I
Oh,
just
so you
soldered
had
it
to
today.
solder it to do it.
There was one that had to be soldered. There was one that was a cable that would kind of like plug that people said work halfway. The solder one I remember was seeing like that, and then somebody just came out the other day with like some kind of, and I think they're overpriced, but it's some kind of $150 device that like converts it like I don't know. It's basically an HDMI converter, but it's designed specifically for the Xbox. So I'm not sure. I just saw that yesterday. I hadn't looked too deeply into it because the price was not something that I wanted to pay, but I'm like, maybe it does something special, but yeah, that box, if you ever pick one up, like at a garage sale for like $10 or something, they're a banging little, you can still get those big old clunky controllers and play your emulators on there. I had the NES and Super NES and Sega Genesis, all that crap on there before. Not to mention, even just for a media player, I think it was pretty good. If you could get that HDMI conversion done, it was a fantastic little media player.
That's neat, man. Turning it into HDMI out. That's fucking wild.
Right? It was, yeah, no, it was like, it was at the time when Windows was first doing it, like Xbox Media PC, they would call them. And they were, yeah, you could stream, even back then, I think you could stream like I think a 360 from your PC to your 360. So I download, holy smokes.
Wow, Greg had to check up a lot. Holy moly.
You watch, yeah.
I let him go because I know I got the damage, right? But
yeah, damn.
I mean, I'm in no rush.
Holy smokes.
I'm just focused on my exit point. I trust those guys beside me, especially with Alex and Greg. I just focus on the wall where I want to be when I'm coming out.
Did you take significant damage? I mean, this isn't the top speed course, so you shouldn't be that bad, is it?
Not too bad. No, it feels pretty good, actually.
Are you just letting them blow by you then, or what's
A little
the
bit,
scoop
yeah.
there? Just because as your co-racer, I figured maybe I'd be at fault.
Yeah, get the lid out,
To tell you
dickhead.
that It was,
Yeah.
was the one, in fact, the one on the right.
Yeah.
Jam on that.
Because I can go way
No.
faster, but they're checking up too, right? So I'm just being cautious.
Well, that's the thing too. I just didn't know. Yeah, but then you run the risk of putting yourself behind some chaos too.
Like I can get into this corner almost full speed, but these guys are slowing down.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Holy shit. Oh, holy Christ. Oh my God. Look at you, sir.
Everybody saved it,
That,
and then they all spun out. I couldn't
I
believe
saw
that.
you-
Ah, they got up on the track.
Ulysses looked like he was just like rubbed your passenger mirror off as he went skating by you.
Yeah, that was
and then
crazy.
He got in front, and then then it got away from him. I don't know. I didn't see exactly. It was so much happening there. I just saw him like, oh, thank God. I saw him in your mirror. I'm thinking, oh, okay, I recognize that mint green car anywheres.
Because I saw Sean on my right. We were running fine through the corner beside each other, but in front, I saw a big checkup. So I kind of got on the brakes, and then Alex went around, and a couple guys on the other side hit the wall, and I'm like, I went right between all of it, and a couple other guys went between it. I'm like, nobody's crashing right now? Like, what is going on? Like 6 wide. I think what happened is the guys in the grass must have slid back out on the track. That's why the yellow come out.
Yeah, I was spinning. I'm gonna take that blame because I think I was thinking too much, and I made the guy back in the back of me.
Oh, Ulysses is claiming. I don't think that was Ulysses' fault.
I think I was thinking too much.
I don't.
Because he was behind me, and it happened in front of me.
No, he was behind you when the initial wreck happened.
Right.
And then when you spiked the binders there, then he came flying up on the right side, got in front.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he just lost, if it was just a combination of braking, or I can't remember exactly what happened. That'd be a replay-worthy moment, but
yeah,
I don't think, because I'm pretty sure it happened in front of you, was it not? Like
the accident, like the checkup happened in front of me. That's why I slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just a domino effect through the field. He's saying that he was the cause of that, and I don't think he was.
No, that would have to go to. That'd have to be a replay, I would guess, just to see if they're trying to figure out who to assign.
I only took 2 rights last time, so I'll get all 4 now. Let's see what I got. Yeah, what the hell. Yeah, I'll take all 4. The invisible pit crew.
Right. All I see is 3 red dots.
Yeah, what are these red dots on my chest? I love how Jesse Ventura's name in that movie. Do you remember the character's name?
Oh, it's like Rex fucking Jim or something. He was like, no, what was his name? He was like a badass name. He was,
his name in the Predator movie, Jesse the Body Ventura. You don't remember what his name was? Because I do.
I don't know. I haven't seen Predator in decades.
It's very easy for me to remember his name. It's
Brad?
It's Blaine. Yeah. They don't spell it with an E, but it's Blaine, because at the end he's that one scene that's always the best. He's like, he's dug in like a goddamn Alabama tick. And then Shane Black's character looks at him and goes, shit, Blaine, you're bleeding. He goes, I ain't got time to bleed. You got time to duck? But like, I always loved that his name was Blaine. I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
Blaine without an E, though. That is odd.
Blain, yeah. That's another way to spell it.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Usually that's the female way to spell it. But then I met a girl one time, and her name was Blaine, and she spelled it the same way as me.
I've met like chicks that were like Blair before, but Blaine? I don't think I've ever met a girl named Blaine before.
I've met another guy named Blaine and a woman named Blaine, and that was it. And we all spell it the same way, but I know they can spell it with a Y-N-E or a Y-N or a no E or whatever. There's a few different ways you can fuck around.
You're hands down the only Blaine I have ever known.
My mom always used to ask me that, like, because she felt bad for naming me Blaine because it was such a name that nobody had. Like it wasn't common at all. I'm like, I love my name. I'm the only one on the fucking planet.
I don't know any other ones, and if I do, they're not worthwhile knowing.
And I've met
cured some disease.
Yeah, exactly.
In which case, I'm horribly misinformed, basing it off of absolutely nothing and pulling this out of my ass. You're the only Blaine that I should probably know.
Yeah, there was another Blaine that went to Rickanson. I never met him, but I got called to the principal's office one time, and then when I walked in, they're like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I don't know. You called me to the office." Like, "Oh man, we're looking for Blaine Armstrong. Who's that?" I'm like, "I don't know, but it's not me. See ya." And I left.
That sounds like a fake name.
That sounds like a fucking made up name. But then there was another Blaine somewhere else I worked as a temp. Never met him. I just heard my name and was like, "Oh yeah," because every time you say Blaine, I just think you're talking to me. There can't be another one.
I
Never
would
met
think
that
so.
guy, but they had a Blaine. And then I actually, the receiver at the wheelchair place, and then the lady that worked in the mall, those people's name were Blaine. So I actually met them face to face. And, yeah, I always
this
said,
is the first
Ma.
time ever hearing of a woman named Blaine.
Yeah. And my mom was always that thing like, do you like your name? I'm like, Ma, it's a great name, Ma. I'm not changing it, promise.
No, and you know what? Even if he didn't at this point, like, you know what? I think after this many years, he'd be stuck
Yeah,
into it.
what am I
Like,
gonna
yeah.
fucking do, right? Like, I'm not gonna. It would never even cross my mind to change my fucking name. But yeah,
If you change your name and it'd be like something like, my name is Thunderbolt Edgelord. Like,
yeah,
something it was something that was cool as fuck when you're 13.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm Bowser Koopa Jr.
yeah.
And,
Cock meat Christmas.
right?
It's like, you're looking for Mr. Christmas, and I'm not gonna answer you until you say my first name. Cock meat Christmas. Present.
Party of 5.
Cock meat Christmas. The 029 who's leading the race just came on the radio, said he's going to yield to the left.
Oh. Back to green. How many laps do we have?
18 to go.
18. So one more pit stop in there, assuming.
Yep.
So what was he yielding for there? Was he just wondering if he take some damage or?
Yeah, he just doesn't want to be leading. He passed me to the
Fair.
left, Alex. Alex got a lot of speed, man. And I got a little bit of damage too. I don't want to hold him up.
Holy smokes.
He's way faster than me. I've just been watching him drive away from me all day, so I'm not going to get in his way.
He's got an extra gear, doesn't he? He's just got that one more speed.
Yeah, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then booster juice.
Exactly, like, oh my.
The oh my mode. Oh my. Oh yes.
Actually, I'd like to touch. Look at this clean racing. Who we got up here? Keith Bynum, Donald Moe level. You. Who's in first? You can't see that far up there.
There it is. Joven Anderson in first place, of course. That guy's
There he
amazing.
is.
I've raced with him in Fast Renegade Series. Their Cup Series over there
Okay.
at Fast. That guy's a great... he's a great racer. He's a guy who can beat Ken Roberts, Greg Lovell, and all those guys.
All right, so he holds his own. He's not part of the Shake and Bake series. Ooh, he came in hot there too.
Sean
Oh, a
overshot
little
that
too
corner.
hot.
See you, Sean. He didn't hit the wall. He just missed the apex.
Just yeah, a little bit of a.
I saw him
bad line
coming
there.
in on the low line. I'm like, I'm gonna let him have it.
I
But
don't
then he
think you're
messed.
all that
But then he
damaged. I
messed
think
it
you're
up.
holding your own pretty good, like with your speed.
Yeah, it's working good in the corners. I don't really like this turn very much. Long Pond Straight is what they call this. The car's pretty good. Like, it's not.
I don't know if you're really losing too much speed there.
It's just
You
it
seem
might
to
be
be
losing enough
maintaining pretty-
because
You're staying at like 1.2 between you and second place, so I think you've got it. I don't know, maybe a little bit, but
this is a turn. If you hit this turn right, because it's such a wide exit, you can really get ripping off this corner sometimes. If you can get in and out of
Nice.
that corner properly, you can really gain a lot of speed.
well, you should be close enough for the draft for this one too, no?
Yeah, this is definitely a draft track because it's big long straightaways.
Look at that, like you're catching up, like putting.
But my line's
you're
bad coming
closing
out.
that gap.
Yeah. And I like it when they do that, when they're racing each other. It's nice.
Right? Gives it a little bit of a chance.
Yeah, just keep on racing each other, boys. Ooh, a little bit of a sideways skate there.
Yeah, I was holding my breath a little bit when I saw that ass end wiggle a bit. I'm like, whoopsie.
I'll actually drop a gear there most times. Oh, that's a great feeling coming off that turn when you can lock her down on the rails there, like.
Mm-hmm. Well, basically, yeah.
I'm curious if the other guys like switch gears. Because I'll drop the third.
I guess it depends on how fast they pull away from you here. If they would, maybe not there. Hey, who didn't turn her ringer off before the show starts? God damn. Oh, the text me said, DoorDash, I have your dinner. I'll bring it to your office.
Nice.
Well.
Unit number 5. Passcode. Ooh, don't full throttle on that little white part down there. You're going to go around in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, my straightaway arrow might be off a little bit because he was actually pulling away from me slightly there.
Oh, okay.
See, I bumped that white. Offsets the car. I was gonna push him back up to speed again.
And he just got out of the way.
He just moved over. I was actually gonna bump him. So I'm driving this pretty hard. I'm afraid to look at my tires. About 6 laps left. The tires are doing good.
Yeah, you're still holding up. I think
It's gonna be a 2-can stop. I'm definitely gonna get 4.
2 cans for the 12 laps, yeah?
Well, it might be a can and a half, actually. Might. Yeah, they're recommending a can and a half, so I'll take whatever they recommend. Especially if it's under green.
Now, normally I wouldn't do something as unprofessional as eat while I'm being in the passenger side of the car, but my chewing is not broadcasting, is it?
Sorry, what?
Is my chewing making it to the broadcast?
No, all these engine
care.
noises. All these engine noises are going to drown it out easily.
Right.
And really, it's
Good
turbo,
enough.
dude. I'd say chew away. I actually,
Slap those gums, baby.
yeah, I actually
some
tapped
Cascade.
Sean there. Sorry, what did DoorDash deliver?
Well, biscotti and garlic bread.
Was sketty. You know what what Tyler used to call ketchup? When he was a kid? He used to call it Chep-It. Chep-It. Yeah, he couldn't say ketchup, so it was Chep-It.
Well, that's awesome.
And my mom's mom, she couldn't say cinnamon, like ever. She could never say cinnamon her whole life. Impossible. Samoimanoim? Samoimanoim? She could never get it.
So that would be, I mean, I could see that being annoying if you ever, like, do you want some Cinnamon Boy buns? What? No.
I just think you
My
just
mom-
never eat it.
For whatever reason,
Ever.
couldn't say.
I just avoid
I
that
don't
word my
know
whole
how-
entire life. Just
Like,
choose a
the
different
one time I
spice.
was like, she says, I can't say coal oil. As in, like, it's a coal oil lantern. I'm like, when the fuck are you ever going to have to say,
No.
please pass me the coal oil lantern? I mean, I can't say it either. It's kind of a. But I'm like, mind you, I just say, hey, pass me the flashlight. Holy! Look at
Wow.
that grab and save.
Sean saved it, but I think he might have hit that wall. McDonald saved it. He actually was sideways going into that turn, man. The 24
Well, yeah,
in
sorry, I
front of
wasn't
me.
sure about what happened behind him. I was talking about the red car. He got a hold of that
Yeah.
ass end, almost got away from him.
Yeah. Whoa. I just had to use the brakes there. I could have passed
Are
him
you
on the...
inferring there's something wrong with the way I say Pescetti?
I love it.
Me too.
91 pitting.
My friends, years back, one of my childhood friends' little sister,
Oh, they're all going in for pit
she only
stops.
read the word, had only read it in books and never actually heard it pronounced at like the same time. The word she was reading, she's like, oh, the scene was utter chaos. And yeah, she was trying to say
Oh, chaos. Wow. I heard
she's
Shia
like,
LaBeouf in an interview one time say, like, you know, he was at the epitome of his career.
Yeah.
Epitome? I'm like, you've never said epitome before?
Yeah, right?
But, you know, I guess,
for-
like, if you were to look at the word, and I mean, that's what, you know what the word means. You look at the word, and that's how you should pronounce it. But I'm like, what did he say?
Coming out.
I think for me, the one word I had like that from reading books was awry. Things had gone awry.
A-Ray.
And in my head, I think it was just like Ari.
Yeah, or
Like,
A-Ray.
yo, everything Ari, man.
Everything's Ari. Yeah, you might be right.
I'm like, I don't know why I had that version in my head, but I'm like, and it was later in life, like in my teens, though, I'm like, oh, that's what it is.
Oh,
like,
right.
I remember having
Oh.
that moment. I'm like,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I've heard of that word before.
7-2
had the
pitting,
occasion
pass
to
me,
use it.
Ulysses. Just gonna let him get around me here. I don't know how he exits this turn
Yeah,
up
so
here.
we're having
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other words I
Italian.
mispronounce.
He's 63.
Okay, we're getting a can and a half, and we're getting all tires.
93 pitting.
I think Jen and I had a conversation a while back about whether it's pronounced Italian or Italian.
I like saying Italian, but it is Italian.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can say it either way.
Mm-hmm. You're like one of those knobs is like California A. California.
One of them Italians, you know, like you could like, let's go to the Italian restaurant. Like, yeah, I'm assuming you could say that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. I think she was trying to tell me that's how they're supposed to be called, and I called out bullshit on that. And I think she was raised wrong. So then I'm sleeping on the couch. So go figure. No.
All right, fresh tires. And they are
Where are you
sticking
sitting
good.
currently? Fourth place?
Currently, well, I went into the pits in fourth, so I'm probably back at about 9th or 10th now. The pit cycles are still going on here, too.
I was gonna say, yeah, so you still be all right for a bit.
Yeah. And I'm 11 laps on a 6-lap race, so it's basically use them up. Oh, geez, that was... Oh, shit.
What happened there? I was eating my sketty.
I dropped a gear, and I was already in third.
Oh,
I dropped it to second. I thought I was in fourth going to third. Oh,
did you
man.
pancake it?
Whoa. I thought I was in fourth, dropping it to third, but I was in third, dropped it to second, and it spun me out. I hit the clutch
okay.
to try to
But
get
didn't,
it back, but
Didn't blow your transmission apart?
no, that could have been horrible, but it spun me right around. Oh, were you not watching it?
I just looked down to scoop up some noodles in my mouth.
I spun right around. Didn't hit the wall, though.
No, I just caught the ass end of it there. I'm like, oh, I
God.
didn't see what happened.
Horrible. Bad mistake, especially late in a
as soon as you
race.
said it, it was like almost damn near instant to the broadcast for here, so...
Oh, I see. You're not looking through Discord. You're looking on YouTube.
No, I'm through Discord. I'm saying this is basically instantaneous. So as soon as you said it, I looked up. But by the
Oh,
time I looked
gotcha.
up,
Yeah.
you were already spun. So I didn't
Hey,
see what happened.
There's my ribbons right there.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, that was scary. I'm like, what's happening? I'm like, oh no, I'm in second gear. the fuck? Fucking rookie. Bullshit, rookie bullshit. I would have had a shot at 7. I would have had a shot at those next 3 spots if I didn't fuck that up. That's worse than missing your pit stall.
Well, maybe we hope for a yellow. One more, then the race back. Oh no, we're in the final.
Laps to go 5. It would be race back, but it's not going to matter for me. I'm not racing anybody right now. But we've had enough yellows in this
No, I
race.
said if it was another yellow, it would give you time to catch up, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't at this point in the race. So.
Yeah, with 5 to go, yeah, we probably wouldn't go green again. See, I like to drop to 3rd right there. But I was in 3rd and I went and dropped a gear and put me in 2nd. That's when the thing locked right up. Motherfucker.
Right? How about it?
I don't like trees. Holy shit. That's scary. Shutting off all the objects.
Right? All
Looks like you're just racing on the moon. Like, where am I? I don't know where I am. Because it is funny how you use the landmarks.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, and those guys in front of me are actually getting farther and farther away, so.
Yeah, you kind of buy yourself in the middle of the pack here.
Greg!
Oh, there's the yellow. Race back. Spin in the short chute, which is the between this corner and the next.
There's like 3 laps to go.
But I think because the next guy behind you is Ulysses at about 12 seconds back and 14 seconds ahead. So I think you're, as long as you don't put it in 2nd gear again, you'll probably be all right.
Probably, I was just about to do it.
That's why I remind you. Like, hey, remember those guys?
Yeah.
Good win. Good win.
I think that'll be it.
He come by me, Bill.
So if that was it, then wouldn't they just end the race here, or what's the point in keep going at that point? I guess.
There could be some weird pit strategies involved where guys could still run out of gas under yellow, like Jeff almost did there last week, or on Saturday, where like you have to run the full length of the race, right?
At least we got a little bit of goodie out of the race here at the end, y'all.
The last little bit there was good.
But the last 20, I don't know, 15.
So there's not enough laps for it to go back green again.
2 to go. Nope. Needed about 4. And
Really,
if there's a
4
lap
for every
cut
yellow,
out,
eh?
so
Oh.
Next year.
sorry.
I was gonna say these four laps for every yellow.
I think it's 3 or 4. Yeah, I think it's 3, and then it's a 4th if there's a car a lap down because they don't get to pit first time with the leaders, so it adds an extra lap.
No. Not yet.
You need a little
Yeah.
bump there.
We're bumping each other, yeah. Ulysses Sandoval. Greg's actually gonna go? Why is he going in the pits?
One more time, buddy. One more time. Straight. Move.
Huh.
All I can say is cautions are bad,
Weird.
and they cause a race to be longer than it should. And
As the great John C. Riley once said, "I'm very confused by your tactics."
Yeah, I didn't hear him on the microphones. I had the mic, the team speak on there. I didn't hear Greg say that he was leaving, but maybe he just, I think he retired. Nope. Yes, he did. He retired. So I think he hasn't, again, Greg's, he's pretty awesome with all the little stuff that he does on the track. I can remember that one race last week where he called out on the radio, like, Blaine, are you a lap down because the yellow came out?
Yep.
And I said, yeah, I am. And he let me have my lap back, which in turn gave the next two guys the lucky dog, because it would have been me and the guy behind me. But by him putting me back on the lead, he let me pass him. So then there's
Got two more lucky dogs.
now there's an extra lucky dog, like the guy behind guy behind me would have got it, you know, so you get 3 cars back on the lead lap instead of just 2. So I'm thinking maybe what he did here, he was involved in that accident that brought the yellow out. He said it on the mic that he was involved in that. Him and I don't know who else it was, but he was involved in that wreck. So I'm thinking he's at the back of the pack. He also hasn't. This is race number 8 of the Aero88 series, and he's only been to 3 of them.
Oh, okay. So he's stepping aside.
So he might just relinquish the points to me and Ulysses and who else is back there, Mike Mangialardi, right? Like he might just retire, let the points go to the drivers that may have shown up to more races. Now, I don't know why Billy's moving over. The race isn't over yet. There, now the race is over. I don't know what happened to Denny there. I don't know what'll happen there. I should have been 6th or 7th. I should have been 6th. I actually got 5th because I don't know why.
Billy, or something.
I guess I can listen. Oh, I'll see. I don't like having the mics on though because I don't know if the guys are going to be put out on the air like that. So I'll shut it off post race stuff just in case people are angry or whatever. So I won't listen to what they're saying, but. I'm assuming that's probably why Greg retired, because he was in that rack and he's like, you know what, I'll just give these other guys the points because they may have more races under their belt in this series. There's a guy like Greg, I believe he's only made 3 or 4 of these Aero Series races, so he's not in contention for the playoffs. But I also had the mics off too. I didn't know what happened to Denny there, so I should have been 6th because Denny was in front of me. But you know what? It am what it do.
Yeah, take those points and run.
That's it. Yep. Might as well save it up too. Yeah. It'll be up to Keith and his boys there to, you know, put the replay through post race inspection or whatever they do. Right? They go through the black flags and maybe I did something wrong. I might get penalized a lap anyway, so you never know, right? That's up to them. At the end of the day, come back next week and do it again.
That's it. That's all.
That is how the cookie crumbles. We did get some good races though at the end. Like that last segment was great. Green flag pit stop cycles. Everybody was on a different. There was like 3 or 4 or 5 of those laps where everybody was pitting or not pitting, and a lot of different fuel strategies and stuff. And unfortunately, that at the end there. Oh, do you want to go back and take a look at that last wreck? I guess we can go see what happened.
Yeah. Well, there was a couple wrecks. What we were going to look the other day too. We were going to see, but we never did.
The really close call one.
Yeah, but it's all good. Either one we can.
Yeah, there was that really close call one back at the. What was it? It was me, right? It didn't involve me, but it all happened around me. Guy was like the eye of the storm on that one. Oh no, what did I call it? I called it the date. That's what I called it. Pro tip: if you save a lot of replays, use the date.
Not super awesome win.
Exactly. That cool race we had. Oh, nice. What? Like,
Which one?
yeah. What
Turned out
was
next
that
one was
again?
pretty cool too. This
Yeah.
one we had the close call. We had a lot of close calls.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Okay, wait. Trying to remember. I guess I'm trying to see how we can get to the replay here and actually see. Well, actually, you know what? It might have been this one, lap 25, or was it before that? I really want to see that one, like you said, where it was like a really close call. And then we'll go look at Greg's. Whoops. Guess I could bring the game back. There it is. Trying to do stuff and then forget that I'm doing other stuff.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it is a lot of things. Seeing, I think it was farther back than that. It was in that turn too, right? It was out of the. Because yellow flag, green. Trying to remember, I thought it was around lap 19, but there's Alex behind me. I messed up there. Oh, yellow's out. He got me. Yeah, it was a crazy. It was in this turn. Was it in turn 2? No, it was out of turn 3, I think. Yeah, it was coming in and out of turn 3. Still green. It might be this one. Like, we're all running good lines, too. It's just a shame that there were so many yellows tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one.
There was a lot.
This is the one.
A lot of
that. Oh, I took my Discord away, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
What
That's
number is
all right.
this? 50,
Smile wave.
54th minute, just in case I messed this up. I just remembered you can't see this. Yeah, this is kind of neat. I'm going to go back and look at this one, and then we'll check out the other one here.
Okay. I'll see you.
So, this accident happens all around me. So I wonder where I want to be, like, for camera-wise here. Probably just one of these cameras. Okay, see, so going into the turn.
Yep.
A little bit of a door tap there with Greg and Graham. Alex heads into the grass. I'm going right up the middle. Ulysses takes my mirror off. And
Right.
then might have...
And
Oh,
then
see,
he right in front of you.
See, he might have caused... He's saying that he caused that wreck. He didn't cause that wreck. Because that happened because of something that happened in front of us. So that's
Yeah,
what... I'm
check
not
out-
going to say that's his fault. He called it because he was braking and then got rear-ended. That's what he said. Because I feel like I caused that one. Because I had to hit the brakes and then Denny ran into him. But that's...
Everybody was braking though, right? And then,
That's... Yeah, because...
so when he hit the brakes... Oh, when he hit the brakes and Denny tapped him, it's kind of a chain.
Right, but none of this would have happened if it wasn't for what happened between Graham.
Oh yeah, no, it's all up ahead, right?
Right there.
For sure.
Yeah, that little spin there. I mean,
I was
Ulysses
just
saved
amazed
it.
at how close he got.
Saved it twice. You know, and then from my view,
Yeah, like say just right outside. Oh,
Then I hit the
right
brakes
there.
again. Actually, you know what? Leave my pedal information at the top of the screen to see how I was throttling that thing.
Well, I was watching you shift there too.
Yeah, you can
The
see the
gear
shift
knobs come
and
flying up.
at the top you can see the bars. If the broadcast won't be able to, they can see the brake. No, it's just another
Holy
day.
shit, that was a miss and a half. My word.
Yeah. My word. Don't you mean holy fuck?
Oh yeah, sorry, it's not Friday night. Saturday, Friday, Saturday. Holy balls! What in the shit just happened?
What in the donkey punching Christ just happened?
All right.
So then
Success
Greg
at all
said
level.
something happened with him. To bring out the yellow at the end of the race. So we'll watch. Driving her sideways through turn 3. Alex Mo right behind him. I don't like, why is that car stock? Oh, that's Joven.
Good. Last minute update.
Yeah, he jumps in every once in a while. He's not a regular, but if you got free nights, right? There's always a race going on somewhere. So he just popped in, jumped into 93. But if he uploaded it late, I wouldn't have gotten it. Oh, geez. Alex gets on the inside of him.
Oh.
Oh, whoa.
What the fuck? That's a deliberate.
I don't know what happened there. That was weird.
I mean,
that looked like
that
a
seemed
complete left turn.
That looked like oh, you're gonna pass me? Well, this is gonna fucking happen. That's what it looked like, but I'm guessing.
No. It did look like that.
Else.
That is really weird.
Like, there's nothing going on that could have. Like,
I don't know what that was.
He's trying to throw a block halfway through the car, or what? Like,
no, that doesn't make any sense. I'm looking at it from here. Maybe Joven turned him, but I don't think he did. No,
he
didn't. I thought Joven might have turned him, but that's a straight left turn. I don't know what that was.
Hopefully that'd be like an equipment issue.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's not how Greg races.
It wasn't a glitch.
And that's not how Greg would
Right?
race Alex.
No, but I'm saying that's not like an internet hiccup where you're like blinking out, right? Like that was just
No. No, yeah, there was no lag there because the car would have started
maybe he
sweeping.
got text from the missus. Maybe there was like some
texting and driving.
some risque photos being sent, and he got one in real life, and he's like, "Hold the wheel, what? Oh shit!
Yeah, exactly.
Not now, woman."
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was odd. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's what happened. I don't know what that was, but like I said, a lot of times I leave the microphones off because I don't want, if guys like if Alex was chirping them and you wanted to spin him out, then maybe that's what it was, maybe it wasn't. But yeah, a lot of the times I don't put the voices out on the online, and even if they do go out, I have the audio
Were
ducking.
you hearing anything though?
No.
Was there any chatter towards that? No.
No. At the end,
accusations flying.
At the end, I turned it back on, and there's nothing going on in there right now. I'm disconnecting the server, but yeah, I said a lot of times I'll leave it off. I mean, when we're racing, you don't need to leave it off because when you're racing, there's nothing being said. You're just driving, and the only thing that's going to be said is, you're like when I, hey Alex, pass me, I'll let you go low or whatever. So I'll move over, let him pass me. So now he knows I'm going to let him go. Racing track stuff. Hey, I'm pitting this time, or hey man, pass me high, I'm damaged, all that kind of shit. But you're not going to be out there, I'm going to fucking wreck you now, and then just turn into a guy. I mean, I didn't hear that. I would have heard that. All I heard was that Greg got caught in the wreck, and then he retired, and I assumed he was just retiring to give points to the guys behind him because he's only made it to 3 or 4 of these races. I guess I'm not in the race now. I can check. Greg
I'm sure there
Lovell,
was a
that was
reason
his
for whatever
fourth.
happened.
Yeah, that was his 4th race. So he made 4 and missed 4. So I don't know. Yeah, no idea.
Firmly holding second place, sir. Not bad, sir.
Yeah, I got like a 5th place finish today, but I think I should have been 6th. I don't know what happened to Denny. He got turned around in the front straightaway there.
So this was race 8 then, is that today?
Yeah, 8 is.
So it hasn't been.
Yeah, on the website it's not
Okay,
updated
so-
yet because they still have to. Craig will have to, Keith
Mm-hmm.
will have, or Keith and Craig will have to make the calls on that stuff. I don't know what's going to happen with the 088. That looks like it might be a penalty, maybe. But if he retired, he gave up his
Yeah.
position anyway. So I don't know what was
Yeah,
happening.
you hate to see it, right?
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing. Like I said, it was green for a long time, and then that's what brought out the final yellow. So, like you said, I'm thinking, like you said, it's probably an equipment issue. Something weird
I would
happened.
think so.
Cat jumped on his lap.
Right.
Like you said, texting
Coffee
and driving.
spilled.
Yeah, drop your coffee.
New neighbor with the spandex pants dropped her phone beside her car and bent over to pick it up, and you just happened to glance out the window.
At the same time, yeah, that happens.
Right? These things happen.
They do happen, and we completely understand.
Maybe the sun is just setting where he lives, and then it just hit that car windshield across the street and then lasered into his retina. It's like, I can't see.
I never thought of that one. Yeah, could
There's
have been
all
like
sorts of things. There's literally anything, right?
the hand of Jesus Christmas himself, just like beaming that light beam right into his face.
Yeah, it's like you didn't show up on Sunday, so here's a little
Yeah,
light in your eyes.
yeah. Reminder that the sun is real.
Exactly.
Well, if you were watching Tarnation TV Turbo, thanks for watching. If the women don't find you handsome, at least find you handy. Shake and Bake series resumes on the 3rd of June because it is a United States Memorial Day next weekend. So no racing. I mean, there's always going to be racing, but it just won't be for points. The broadcast of the Tarnation TV resumes on the 3rd of June. So keep your stick on the ice.
And no matter what the cool kids say, and no matter how much money they pay you, the inside of a dandelion is not, in fact, milk.